If I had to pick one bike, if I only had one option, no other choice, this is the bike that I would have in the Fly and Ride garage. No question about it. Look how nimble that is. Check it out. Got a bunch of different apps. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Fly Ride here. I'm on my 2022 BMW R1250GS. I'm going to take this bike out for some light off-road with these Michelin Road 6, which is a complete road tire. And I want to test how this feels. I don't do a lot of off-road with this bike, although I am planning to take this to the Northeast BDR. So I am going to be retrofitting it and getting it ready for that. Of course, before that, I've got a lot of practice to do. I'm going to bring that here to the channel. But for now, I want to see how well these tires feel in some of this hard-packed dirt roads, which is really not technically off-road, obviously, but it's off pavement. And I'm going to take you with me. I've got my DJI Mic 2 capturing the amazing sound that this Akrapovic exhaust makes. After I did my BT Moto tune on this bike, the sound and the performance of this bike completely changed. I'll leave that video up here in case anybody's interested. So, not a lot of talking, just letting you hear the sound of this amazing engine, some of this nice backcountry roads that I've got here, hard-packed off-roads, and I'm taking you with me. Let me give you a nice start. It's not a cold start because I've been riding the bike for a while today. Put it in dynamic mode. And while I'm at it, we're going to talk about this CarpuRide unit that I just had installed here not long ago. Should connect here pretty quickly to my phone. See how quickly that connected? It is Labor Day today, so hopefully all of you are having a great Labor Day, which of course, the official end of summer. That comes with a series of emotions, obviously. But for us here, it signals the beginning of the fall, which is my favorite time of the year, especially for riding. Oh yeah. Man, that sounds awesome. Hopefully that mic is doing it justice. I just once I did that BT Moto tune on this bike, man, it just woke up the bike in a way that just hadn't before. And this is, even without that, it's a very capable bike. Certainly not the fastest bike out there, especially compared to my Pikes Peak and some of the other ones. But I've said it before, I'll say it here again. To me, if I had to pick one bike, if I only had one option, no other choice, this is the bike that I would have in the Fly and Ride garage. You heard it here. If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments below. I just, this is the do-it-all bike. It can perform like a sport bike. Obviously, it's not a sport bike. That's not what I'm suggesting. But it can perform very close to it if you wanted to. I've got it on Dynamic Pro here. Of course, I've got a bunch of cars in front of me, but especially on the twisties, this thing is incredibly capable. It can go off-road. Heck, we're going to test going technically off-road here. Light, hard-packed, unpaved roads, and see how these Road 6s perform. Obviously, I'm not going to push it. I just want to see, you know, how well the bike does. But if you wanted to put some real off-road tires on them, you can put some Anakins, and there's a bunch of different tires out there, which I'm also looking at. Also, if you've got some good recommendations for off-road tires for me to do the Northeast BDR, leave it down in the comments below. So it can do off-road, it can do long trips, it can do, you know, highway, back country, I mean, you name it. The bike can do it all. So, of course, if I only had one choice, this would be it. No question about it. Look how nimble that is. Super, super agile. And of course, you can stand up on it. If you do, get ready to get funny looks from everybody around you because they think you're crazy. Pardon me, excuse me. Don't mind if I do. In case you're wondering, the reason why we do this is so we get to the front and nobody can hit us from the back. Number one cause of accidents for motorcycle is getting rear-ended. So yes, I will cut to the front whenever I can, and it is safe to do so. Do you do that? Leave it down in the comments below. Oh yeah. I just love this bike. Of course, I love all my bikes, but this thing is so fun. Case in point, I'm about to take it, and I gotta go back there, and I like that area back there. I'm gonna take a quick pic. Some behind the scenes for you. Gotta breathe a little bit. We're gonna make a left up here, and then you should be able to see some of these roads that I'm telling you about. satisfaction. So as we approach this off-road here, I was telling you that I installed this FLY&RIDE unit here, which I absolutely love. It's hard to capture it with the camera here, but it's super bright. Gives you all the apps, gives you Apple CarPlay. My phone's here, nothing else is on the dash or in the view here of the cockpit. And check it out. Got a bunch of different apps that you can use. You can use Waze if you want. Not sponsored. I purchased that with my own cash, and I think it looks perfect here. I used to have my phone up there, but you know, frankly, it flew off a few times, but this is nice and sturdy here. It's got the sun visor up there. All right, so let's put it on Enduro Pro. All right, so this is what I mean. Right there, hard packed, little gravel. Yeah, it slid. All right, so if I step on it there, it starts to skid, obviously. And I had a 50/50 tire on this before. And frankly, I'm not sure that at least this type of riding, I would be able to tell the difference between what I had on here before. Of course, if I was stepping on it or riding more aggressive, then the grippy tire obviously would make a difference here. But you know, right there, it skidded a bit. Car coming up there. Let me tell you, it feels just fine. This is the extent that I'm gonna really push it here in these type of roads. You know, I'm not gonna go off the beaten path here. Mr. Anonymous Spiker USA. See, we got some trails here in Jersey. Little hill here, doing just fine. Of course, I was joking with Abusa. Man, the trail he rides, he's got that Royal Enfield. He's got some great off-road tires on it. All right. So that was the first off-road experience here. I'm gonna go this way. So where he rides, make sure you go check out his channel. He's got some great content, and he does some real off-roading. And of course, that Royal Enfield is a very capable off-road machine, much lighter than this is. slide a little bit there on the rear brake. So the best way I can explain it, you feel it, that it doesn't have a firm grip on the ground with these tires, but obviously it's doing it just fine. If you're seriously considering going off-road, would I recommend it? No. But like this, like me, if this is the extent of what you're doing, I mean, heck, I can come in here with the Harley, no problem. Just got to be cautious, that's all. All these different parts all connect here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, right there, it felt a little squishy. So look, this is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to come out here, let you hear the sound of this amazing Boxer engine, test out these Michelin Road 6s. FLY&RIDE approved for these light off-road conditions. Definitely don't recommend them for real off-road, but for this, no problem. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, so you can be reminded of future content like this one. Thanks for watching.